Hi, everyone. Good morning. I have actually just wakened about an hour or so ago, and I am brain dumping again. So I'm going to do this every day. And based on the title, I wanted to explain why I do not meal prep anymore. And I am speaking on it from two aspects: experience, what I've experienced, and also thinking of it in a different light as a nutritionist. So let's get started, and then I'll share with you guys where I got the Nina Detox, what I have, and how I'll be taking it. So you can actually look at some past videos that I've done on Detox like years ago, but I'll bring it back up because I am using it again because of the ingredients and how it works, and it's just more healthy than other forms of supplements that they tend to sell to us in the fitness industry. So let's talk about why I don't meal prep anymore. Okay. So, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Nikia. I'm known as beautycutright. On this channel, I talk everything about health, fitness, diet, just living a healthier lifestyle. And I also have a beauty channel. I know you guys are going to ask me about my hair, and I'm going to share about my hair on that channel. So, why I do not, why I'm so tired, why I do not meal prep. When I did my bodybuilding competition, I had to go through a prep stage. And during that prep stage, I had developed a habit I developed a habit of meal prepping. I was doing that a little bit before I even decided that I really wanted to do a bodybuilding competition. But when I started my weight loss journey, I started off with changing how my diet was. And I wasn't meal prepping at that time. I was just thinking more so of being an intuitive eater. I was changing habits, changing the way that I was eating, what I was eating, and I didn't want to just completely plan it out, because sometimes when you plan things out too much, it does one of two things. It either puts you in this kind of autopilot thing, and you're not really thinking or aware of what you're doing, and sometimes that's not a good thing. And then the other is it will I kind of lost my train of thought, but it does do something else. I know it did something for me where it was kind of like that all or nothing way of thinking when you do things like that, when you're just planning it and you become that's the word I was looking for, paralysis. You just don't make good choices or decisions. You're doing it so far ahead of time, and you're not really learning how to deal with life when shit pops up. Like, an example, like, instead of eating your meal preps, what if you and your family want to go out and eat? So now you're at this point where you're stuck. You don't know what you should do. You want to go out and eat, but you're thinking that going out and eating what you want to outside of your meal plan is going to be a total disaster, and then you just stop and drop off. So those are like some things that I was thinking of, like in the beginning stages. I just was not meal prepping. I started meal prepping because of doing a bodybuilding competition, and what I was learning also as a nutritionist and doing the research, like, you don't want to be thinking about food in the way that we'll just say normal people do. We we're supposed to eat three square, healthy meals a day, but really the average person is, convenient, hungry. We're looking for ways, convenience more so than anything. So with all of that said, the convenience in meal prepping for a body competition made sense at that time. because I am choosing not to do another bodybuilding competition, I want to live my life as a normal athlete. I'll say a person that wants to look like an athlete, but doesn't necessarily do all of the things that an athlete does for competition. I'll say that. So I don't meal prep anymore because I only eat 2 meals a day. Like, why? I want to make eating healthy foods for me. I want to make it an event. I want to make it enjoyable. And I don't want to make it as something that I do on autopilot. I want to be aware of what I'm eating and what I'm putting into my body. And I also want to enjoy it. And sometimes when you meal prep the same thing that you would eat at the same time every day. That's usually how the idea goes. And it gets boring. Let's just be realistic about it. And so you've prepped these meals all of this week or a couple of days or just for that day. And then at the moment you change your mind, and so now there's wasted food. So I only eat 2 times out of the day, only twice a day. First thing in the morning, not necessarily first thing in the morning, I'll go work out and then I'll eat. And then I don't eat until almost late in the evening, and I cook my foods. Or if we don't cook, I will actually, we'll order something. Yeah, we'll do DoorDash. But I always remember my always things or habits that I want to keep within my diet and still enjoy the other things that I want to eat. It's what I want to do. So I say, for example, if we DoorDash Wingstop, we all know Wingstop, right? So if I DoorDash that, I wouldn't get a full meal. So he would get a full meal. Understand that your mates, men, are different than women, how they eat, how they do things, body fat, all of that. They don't have to worry about the same things that we worry about, and we don't have to worry about the same things that they worry about, which we wish we do for some aspects of it. But if we order something from Wingstop, I wouldn't get a full meal. He would, but I would add maybe 5 boneless wings to it. And then I would add my own broccoli to that meal. So that's how I keep up with my always. Instead of planning it ahead of time, I just remember what I'm going to always do when it comes to my diet. And I do just that. And I enjoy my foods. I enjoy what I want to eat in portion controls. Just try not to let things be too big, no much bigger than your hand. So just portion control. I only eat twice out of the day. So what's the point of meal prepping and prepping way ahead of time? And what if I change my mind, But I know I always need green vegetables within any meal. Doesn't matter how many times you eat a day. I only eat twice. If you just do 1, if you do 6, if you do 5, whatever works for you, that's what works for you. But you on a cellular level, your body needs hydration, and that comes from your vegetables, your micronutrients, your macronutrients. You need that. So try that as an always. Always have some vegetables in it. Replace it for fatty foods like French fries and things like that. So that's why I do not meal prep anymore, because I only eat twice out of the day, right? Look at him here and trying to record me.
Yeah, I got you. Who you been talking to? You're talking to people, man.
So,
how y'all doing?
He's a goofball. So I did wanted to show you guys what Nina Detox that I do have. If you guys have questions or anything like that, please don't hesitate to ask. I have some time before I have to go downstairs and do my hour of cardio, and it's just walking. That's all I'm going to be doing. But let me check and see. Hey, everybody. Hey. Hey. Hey, from Oak Park. Yeah, 55 health. Okay, cool. So I will show you guys the Nina Detox that I have. It's still extremely helpful. Yes, I'm going to say this. meal prepping was helpful for me for my prepping stage. So as a nutritionist, because not only was I getting into this bodybuilding aspect of it, the reality of it is, I mean, I was trying to lose weight. Yeah, I got into the athlete aspect of it. I think that just was there in my, I guess, my personality. But the meal prepping, from the experience of doing both and from a nutritionist, being trained as a nutritionist standpoint, that's not the normal everyday person's way of eating. It's helpful for meal prepping because you're going to be eating more than 2 meals a day. So that's why I said the reason why I do not meal prep now is because I only eat twice out of the day. When you are doing a bodybuilding competition, you are learning how your metabolism works when you eat more because you're more active. A normal person every day is not as active as we would like to be. We'll say that. We would like to be more active, but we're still in the middle of a pandemic, despite how it might be handled in different areas of the world. But that has changed how we do things. So we want to be more active, but we're not sure. We thinking it has to be workouts when sometimes it's just your everyday activity and being in motion instead of sitting all the time, considering now that we work, most of us all probably work from home. So it's very helpful to do meal preps if you're going to be eating more than 3 times out of the day. And that's just that's my opinion. It is very helpful for that. But for the normal everyday person, planning your meals accordingly, you can write that down, but you do want to give yourself some flexibility because in reality, you have family, you have friends, and you want to do things outside of that. And the truth is, during my prep, I didn't get a chance to do a lot of that because I was under prep. So it is helpful. I'm not going to say it's not helpful. It's very helpful. But for the average person, it might be a little bit much. But this is what I'm wearing right now. And then I'm going to go put on my my clothes so I can go and work out. But let me show you guys where my Nina Detox is. We're going to change the entire house. I'm checking. That's a good question. Someone is asking about drinking a gallon of water, and they notice that they're getting headaches from drinking a lot of water. It's not the water; it's something else. Really pay attention to where's the trigger. I know you think the trigger is water, but that may be something else. Or and I could think a little bit harder on that one. I'll give a story, and not a story. I'll give it like of an analogy. Think of your brain as a sponge. We think of our bodies as being 75% water. We need the hydration. It's not just from water do we get hydration. It's also in our vegetables too. So when you understand when you not deficit but caloric density of foods, like proteins are 4, vegetables are around 4, or carbs are around 4, but vegetables are actually carbs. And then you got fatty foods are a higher caloric density, like 9. So those that are lower, it's because they have more water content. So I'm just kind of like giving a understanding of what I'm about to say. If you think of your brain needing a certain amount of hydration, and if you're just getting started into drinking a lot of water at one time, it could be. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a physician, I'm giving you guys a disclaimer, but it's just a way to start thinking about, okay, this is happening to my body. What could the possible things could be? What possible things could it be, or why I'm reacting this way? And then once you do whatever that is again, see if that is the actual trigger or if it's actually something else. And usually it's actually something else. But, you know, like if a sponge is getting swollen from so much of water within a period of time, then you were very dehydrated and it could possibly be painful. But you guys are probably like, what the hell is she talking about when she says that? But I got a feeling that's something else. It may be a different reason, but it shouldn't be about water. Unless it's something in your water. And that could be it too. Nina Detox. So these are the ones I got. I'm trying to remember because I haven't taken these. So I have 4. I'm going to turn my screen around to show you guys. I'm going to cut this light on. Awesome. No problem. So this is what I have. I have it in my drawers here because my makeup and everything is in here, and it's really the first place I walk to when I wake up. So I have Nina Detox here. There is the Detox Cleanse, and then the appetite suppressant. And then there's the ND ones, which I am familiar with, and the ND 6s. There were 3, 4, 5, and 6 years ago, almost 7 years ago. But now she still has the ND ones. These are really, really good. I haven't started taking them yet, but they are, the sampler is what I ended up getting, and there's a certain amount that she gives you of each one. If you look online, I'll show you guys that in a second. But for those of you who are just starting out and never used Nina Detox before, or you're starting your so-called I'm doing this weight loss journey, you need to do a cleanse first. The appetite suppressant just all depends on the person. You know, if you are having a hard time dealing with hunger pains and things like that, because certain hormones are out of whack when it comes to you managing your metabolism, you can use an appetite suppressant for that. But I think this is really the key right here. Is the detox. You start with this first alone for maybe about a week or so. So give it some time to work into your system, and then you can start filtering these in. And she tells you exactly how to use them right on the bottle, and it's also explained on the website as well. And it gives you she gives you the ingredients, how to take them, best ways. Like, so she has really, really done an amazing job for so many years with this product, and making it easy for us to understand how to use it, because it is more on a holistic aspect. So this is what they look like. So the pills might look different, but she puts them in little bags like this. They're like really heavily wrapped on the inside when you get them. Sorry guys, I have to try this with, but just know they're pills. And they have herbs and things like that in them. And so the ND1s and the ND2s are in here together. And you see, it tells you exactly when you should take them. So I haven't taken my yet. I usually take this first thing. And then it says you should take this before your first meal and before your last meal of the day. And this one is you just take it once a day. But I tend to take it with my ND1s in the morning. So I'll explain a little bit more on how and the order of how I take them, because I know it's it may sound or seem confusing, but it's not. It's really straightforward. She tells you that you need to take it at this particular time, not an actual time of the day, but, you know, before you do something, things that you should be doing. So, yes, that's what I have. So it's the sampler. Cut this light out. And with that sampler, it has, I'll show you on my, it's snowing, guys. Well, it's not snowing, but it's a lot of snow outside, and I hate snow. and I'm a winner, baby. But let's show you guys real quick. All right, and I'll put the hey Pam, and I'll put the link down below on it. So this is the website. So it's just, you just go to Nina Detox when you get there. And the first thing that pops up on this site, so, is the sampler. So the sample pack, when you go here, here are the different options. And I think I got the second one, the last one. I got one of these because it includes the detox and the appetite suppressant. So the other ones don't. The ND ones and the ND2s and the ND6s, you can get those separately. But she does put them in a particular way where if you're just getting started, these are the two you probably want to go for. And then all of the other ones is just to, if you're continuing your journey, you can continue to use the ND1s, 2s, and 6 and still get, good results. And guys, I'm just resharing with you something that I have started off with, years ago before I started my channel here. So I'm not showing you something that is, that did not work at all. This worked for me, and I took it for about 3 or 4 months. So if you see, she goes through each one of them. Like if you just want to buy specific ones individually, mainly because you know how it works for your body and it's giving you the results you want. So you may be just interested in just one of what they are. But she explains to you what they are, how to take them, and all of that. So you guys wouldn't be confused if you take this upon yourself and start your journey yourself. But just know, oops, sorry guys. Just know I'll be here to help because I'm going to be sharing my journey. I'm sharing new thought patterns, new ways of thinking on things. So I think somebody asked in the chat, did I already explain why I do not meal prep anymore? 2 reasons. Mainly one, I only eat twice out of the day. So I mean, what do I need to prep ahead for? I'm home now. I'm not doing a bodybuilding competition, and I want to eat healthy, but I want to enjoy what I'm eating. So I make an event of it, whether I'm ordering out, because let's be clearly honest, guys, we can still lose weight and order out food. You just gotta choose the right things or add more vegetables to what you're eating and lower the portion controls of those things that you want to eat and you enjoy, but it's not so to your goals or you reaching your goals or what people say you should be doing it. I mean, it's neither here nor there. You need vegetables. So that's one of the reasons why. And then second, I'm not doing a body competition. I already said that one probably because I'm not eating 6, 7 times out of the day. I mean, that makes sense to meal prep. If I have to eat that often for whatever reason, it does take the ease out of, cooking and making foods 5 times in the day. I only eat twice out of the day, so I might as well enjoy it. So that's why. And then you guys can go to Nina Detox on Instagram. You can also follow me on Instagram too, because I'll be doing periodic lives on there as well. But I'm going to keep this up of just showing up every day. I mean, I'm going to try to do it before 12 o'clock every day if I can, except Saturdays. We'll see. But I'm just going to do a brain dump. I've said this in the last video that I have just been like recording things, but haven't had time to really sit down and edit them. And I'm noticing within my businesses and helping others manage their own businesses, lives is what's in. So I have to be an example myself before I can help other clients and things like that. So that's why you guys are going to be seeing me doing more lives if I can. Look at me. I got to first get good at working with this camera thing. So awesome. Did Noom too? Yeah, I did Noom as well. It's up in February. For me, I've gotten everything that I could get out of it. I know how to navigate around it. So if you guys are trying to figure it out yourself, if you plan to work with Noom, because I would definitely suggest it, because it gets through the mindset, it gets through the psychological reasons why you do what you do when it comes to your lifestyle. And it helps you lose the weight. And when I've said this in another video too, sometimes the weight we're really trying to lose is not on our bodies, it's in our lifestyles. It's things that's weighing us down emotionally, mentally, and it also is doing that physically, and it's showing up in your body. So that's something to think about. But I did read comments from yesterday's live, and the message that I am really trying to get across now, and it was amazing to hear one of you guys speak up on it, like they hope that people understand the message that I'm sending, because she described it, and that's exactly what it was that I trying to get across. This whole weight loss journey, trying to lose weight, we need to change the way we're saying it, because that method and that way of doing things, not saying that it's not right, not good, or it's wrong. It's not getting across for you personally, because the truth is you're not trying to lose a number on the scale. You actually want to change the way your body looks. You're just attaching a look to a number, and realistically it's not the same. I'm 183 pounds. My 183 pounds years ago does not look the same as my 183 pounds now. My 183 pounds, even though I've gained a little bit more since the competition, I look good. I still look lean, but my 183 years ago, it was me wanting to change the way my body looked, not the number on the scale. So we got to separate those, because one does not necessarily tell the truth about the other. So that's the message I want to get across, and how you can take action steps to actually reach that visual goal you want in your life. So that's what I'm going to be focusing most of my attention on when it comes to talking about health, fitness, and working out and all of that cool stuff. So I am going in the wrong direction. I need to go this way so I can put on my gym clothes and go down here, get my 30. I'm probably going to do an hour, because I can look on social media and learn some stuff while I'm there. And I need to get to work. So I will see you guys tomorrow live. If there's something you want me to speak on tomorrow, please do. Put it down in the comment box. I want to know, do you guys still meal prep? Have you been doing this for a while, or you're all of a sudden like, it's just, I can't do it anymore, and you can't figure out why? Have you experienced that? Or have you just like, no, I've never meal prepped. I don't understand why people do it anyway. I don't understand why Beauty Cutright was doing it anyway, and it just doesn't work for me. Well, see, now I'm telling you, I've done it and I don't do it, and they both work. So you are on the right track if you are wondering that. So if it's something you want me to talk about tomorrow, let me know. But other than that, it's going to be a surprise, because I don't know what's going to happen when I wake up in the morning, what I'm thinking about. But I did wanted to share that, and I do want it to stay according to the theme of how we eat, our habits, and stop trying to lose weight, change the way your body looks. Transformation is more than just weight. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.